Приветствую тебя на канале Serious Man Play. Мы продолжаем играть в Hogwarts Legacy. В предыдущей серии мы помогали девочке достать ее астролябию из дна океана. Со дна океана, быть точнее. Потом так по мелочи побегали, покружили, тайничок нашли, там шапочку себе, все дела. И я решил отправиться в какую-то деревню. Что это такое? Бабосики. Отправиться в деревню, вот, и мы в нее отправились. Здесь какая-то штуковина, вот еще есть интересная. Ну, это испытание Мерлина, если я не ошибаюсь, так это называется. Одно я не прошел, а два прошел. И что?
Rebellion. Incendio.
Ебать, они толстые.
Incendio. Accio.
Я не могу ее поднять.
Incendio.
А тебе надо еще успеть зажечь. А, их надо еще и зажечь в правильном порядке.
Incendio. Accio.
Так, ну так, окей.
Incendio.
И они опять поднимаются. А где еще такие же штуки? Туки-нуки. Я вижу только две. А еще есть? Или нет? Раз. Может быть, эту первую надо, а то вторую?
Incendio.
Так, еще раз. Что это, я не понял.
Incendio. Accio.
Да нет тут больше ничего такого-то. Как с этим работать? И что нужно сделать?
Revelio.
1, 2. А, 3. Ну я понял.
Incendio.
Короче, пока...
Incendio.
И чё он не погружается?
Incendio.
Не, неправильный порядок. А чё, где-то еще есть, что ли? Ой, короче, мне надоело.
Revelio.
Вот это, получается, выше всех стоит. Та самая низкая.
Incendio.
Я не успеваю. Еще раз. Не-не-не-не, не проканает, так не проканает.
Incendio.
Ёбаный тормоз. Ой, ну вас нахуй, короче.
Revelio.
Бегает тут как дурак. Railroad. Просто всех раскрошил налево-направо.
Incendio.
Ой,
Accio.
а там кто был внизу?
Accio. Incendio. Yes. Accio. Incendio.
Он живой, что ли, блядь? Батич обосрался, он там орал, как резанный просто. Коровки.
Revelio. Accio.
И чё, если ничего не могу сделать? Интересно.
Revelio. Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
Защитные очки с каким-то тритоном.
Revelio.
Hello. Might you have time to help with an urgent...
You sound as if you could use some help.
Oh, yes, I could. Eddie Thistlewood's the name. A dear friend of mine in Feldcroft is at his wit's end due to the relentless attacks on his hamlet by Ranrock and his loyalists. I sent 2 crates of Chinese chomping cabbages to help, but they've gone missing.
Вы отправили на бой с гоблинами капусту?
You sent crates of cabbages to battle Ranrock's loyalists.
I did indeed. You see, I know plants, and I believe the goblins will be so irritated by the onslaught of ferocious vegetation, they'll simply leave Feldcroft alone. I wonder if you might track the 2 crates down and deliver their contents to my friend Bernard Indiai. I simply can't leave my shop at present.
Я попробую вам помочь.
Very well, sir. I shall keep an eye out for 2 crates of Chinese chomping cabbages.
Oh, thank you. I shall let Bernard know he might be receiving those cabbages after all.
Не можно посмотреть ваши
What do you
товары?
have for sale?
I'm convinced that Feldcroft will be much safer with Chinese chomping cabbages defending them.
Sounds like Feldcroft's in trouble. Perhaps I should try to help.
I'll be able to put that to good use.
Я вот не знаю, она мне-то что одета, сейчас все продам, блядь, и потом.
Thank you. I hope to see you again soon.
Там мне что-то дали. А чё че? Да вы ебанитесь. Так, что-то там мы можем помочь дядьке.
Revelio.
Welcome, welcome. Do have a look around.
Be strong, Alexandra.
Be strong, Александра! Как они смешно говорят, и, конечно, английский это смешной язык. Весенний шарф с плющом. Ебать я шмоточник. Так. Ладно, задание. Похищенная капуста. Рекомендуемый уровень 15. А у меня какой уровень? 8. То бишь, вдую я. Почему нельзя одеть его? А, уровень 9 требуется, да? Или как? Ну да. А, простите, извините, а где мне качнуть эти левела? Раз уж на то пошло. Идти обратно в Хогвартс. И там барахтаться.
Welcome, welcome. Do have a look around.
Что написано? Ладно. Надо вот это вот что ли выполнить. Я не знаю, но потому что где тут еще брать, блядь, уровень-то? Бегать вокруг и... Бегать вокруг и убивать этих, как его? Я могу же быстро перемещаться, да? А как переместиться сюда? А, вот сюда могу переместиться. Отлично. И я вернулся просто крутым. Ладно, не просто крутым, а очень крутым.
This cannot possibly be as difficult. You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented blue powder. Good morning, Professor Garlic.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together.
Как здорово, что мы здесь и
How thrilling it is
собрались.
to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Значит, срать будет.
Quickly, place your mandrake in the new pot and patch out the soil.
Блядь, ну это такая тупость. Что, типа, они ни разу не доставали ту мандрагору, что у них там стекла потрескались. Они на каждом занятии, блядь, с новичками меняют окна. А, точно. Реперу, блядь.
Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
I'll say. Nearly went deaf.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmid.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or rose.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmid the other day.
Как вы
Nice to meet
заебали.
you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's rich. Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it. And they'll do the rest. Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... Well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
Уже
Trust me,
представляю.
Leander. I was imagining it the entire time.
You were? I mean, of course, you're, not someone to be trifled with. I see that. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we, probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Your wit, and with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Честно говоря, растения меня не интересуют.
Thank you, Professor, but looking after plants isn't all that thrilling to me.
I think you'll come to see that the fruit is well worth the labor. As we herbologists like to say, tend to your plants and they'll tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Вот у тебя косы. Конечно. И не только. 9 уровень. Еще 6.
There's something in there. I just know.
Answer me then!
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Что он сказал? А, я помню, это там что-то с камнями, конфетами, прочая дичь.
hope you were able to take care of everything I had asked.
Professor, I completed all of your most recent assignments.
Well done. Then you're ready to learn Expelliarmus. Pay close attention. The disarming charm may often be all you need to defeat the most powerful dark witches and wizards you might encounter. Spellcasting requires a focused mind and a steady wand.
А, там надо было F нажать. Понял.
Good work. The dummy is here if you wish to stay and practice.
Где она? А чё двойка?
Levioso! Accio! Expelliarmus!
You seem to have the right end of the stick, but keep practicing. Expelliarmus may save your life one day.
Professor, do you have a moment?
I do. What is it?
Вы учились в Хогвартсе.
Actually, perhaps another time.
Не-не-не-не-не, нет никакого желания
Perhaps.
с вами. Все, давай, до свидания. Если нет необходимости с тобой разговаривать, я и не буду разговаривать. А чё он дает-то? Типа, я выбиваю у него палочку.
I see.
Ебать, он долго регенится.
Expelliarmus!
Ладно, понятно, короче. Что у нас здесь еще? Куда надо-то?
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Shouldn't there be orders or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident?
Professor Black would never allow it. It would make him look completely incompetent.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. You must stir your cauldron in the correct direction. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
Сейчас соберите мех темной дворняги.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Да, все верно.
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Keep your potion stations organized and
Revelio.
У меня ж все это было, блядь.
prepared witch or wizard always has a few potions on hand.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you. This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Professor Sharp said that Wiggenweld potion can treat injuries.
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror.
Proficiency in potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience and be thorough.
Чё так долго?
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Get it!
I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp's question about the Wiggenweld potion.
Oh, you're the new student. I've heard much about you. Thank you. I'm Amit, by the way. Pleasure, truly. And I've never seen anyone brew such a flawless...
I'm glad. I brewed an Adurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
Прошу прощения.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Ты что? Так я показал. Так. Что это за вопросики? Так, ладно, я на этом, наверное, серию закончу. Всем спасибо большое за просмотр. Ставьте лайки, пишите комментарии. Ссылка на плейлист будет в описании. Всем пока.
Greetings, young Slytherin. Scrope knows about the old book you found for Professor Fig. Scrope can help you. And you